everything is so this, that, and the other.
We still have a long way to go.
It is, but
Yes.
you are the one that has to start it.
Well, I've started it. It's just that I have to pick my balance at this point. There's a time to everything. There is a time for everything, a season for
This is
everything.
what I'm saying.
And my initial rationale, I was happy with it, and because I felt that this is an opportunity for some things to happen good in our city, from the standpoint of someone else wanting to come in, university wanting to come in, and then of course I was getting a whole lot of negative dialogue even with that. But I stood firm on that because I believe I felt it was all right for a university to come here and do that. Then when this professor calls and go through all the stuff he's going through, evidently he's bought into it big time, and the instructor, and they advising me, you know, in terms of what's the decision down here. So from that standpoint, I said, well, you know what? Why should I go fight that battle right now? Because it's something that, you know, I need to get past and find some other avenues by which we can work together in the city and still have a project. But we don't have to do on the bridge to do that. And then when I do that, then other folks who decide they want to go, then I turn them off by saying no, because I can't understand that. They're gonna give me a good rationale, just like you would, and their rationale is gonna be solid. I'm sure that they should be able to dance on the bridge. And I say, well, it doesn't meet certain criteria. They ask me what criteria, and I don't have any. And so therefore, I just think that why would I open a door that I can't shut without justification? And I just don't. At this point, I don't have the answers. I don't have all the answers that I can give you tonight on that, other than what I've said here since I've been here.
With all due respect, I'm not bashing.
I understand. It's
at
okay.
all.
It's okay.
I respect the fact that you came. I really respect the fact that you came here tonight, beyond a shadow of a doubt. However, there's a lot of issues that need to be tended to.
Oh, I agree.
In this town, in this city, whatever you may call it. The reason why the young people who are graduating from college are leaving is because I, for a fact, have fought. Okay, I have fought. My cousin is in politics. I fought with her on trying to get new things in Selma, trying to get that internet cafe up, trying to get different things for the students here. We have the river, we have the railroads, we have a highway nearby. There's no reason why we can't have change.
That's
now
correct.
there's people here that don't want the change, and
That's right. That is true.
The people are standing. The people are the ones that are standing, that are speaking. Those are the ones that are being heard. All these other people. Look at the children of the people who don't want change. These are the children of the people that don't want change. They're standing up and they're getting black friends. They're getting Mexican friends. They're having Latino friends. I don't understand. I don't understand. I am I'm 28 years old. I'm 28 years old. And I have not seen change here, ever.
No,
From leadership to leadership to leadership to leadership. There's never been any change.
There has been change, but it's not significant enough whereby it has changed to the extent that Selma's moving forward like it should. There has been some change, but there's still a group of people in Selma who are still not giving up on not allowing Selma to grow, and everybody who fights the change give you all kind of reasons why, and try to justify their reason for not allowing certain things to happen, but it still doesn't change the fact that there's some kind of way. You know, and I told Kelly, and I told Gwen, I said, I hope one day, while I'm in office, if possible, that we could all join hands, black, white, and so on, could walk across that bridge and come back as one. Now I know that's not in maybe not in my lifetime, and yours either. But it is a dream, it's a vision. You gotta have that. And it was my vision that one day we'd be able to go across there and be able to walk back for the world to see that Selma has gotten past a lot of things. But that's a tall order, and there's a long way to go. We have that unity. Listen, that we all. I'm not down on this group because I believe there's unity here. I believe that because I've seen it and I've observed it. But there are a lot of other blacks and whites, a lot of places, but they don't love one another. I mean, they don't. I mean, we've been functions and activities. That doesn't mean that because we go to a ball game together, and yet we still can eat together and want into the home, because that's stigma. Well, it starts in Selma. Well, I agree. That's where it all started, and that's where it should also start again in unity. I agree. Yeah.
Hey, I know y'all have a lot of you have questions, but if you're listening to anything that Mayor said and your questions, he's answered it already. Try to be mindful. Let's not try to repeat the same thing again, because I know that you guys are concerned based on the fact that what we believe in and what we're doing. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what's gonna take place after this, but what I do know is this: I don't want anybody in here to get discouraged. Okay?
Yeah, that's
right.
Don't get
That's right.
discouraged. Don't get down, because this time I realized that history is not made when people sit down. Okay? It's not made when people sit down. Whatever the next step for us to be, that's going to be, believe me, there's going to be another step.
That's right.
I don't know what that step is, but there will be another step, okay? So don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated, because I know this. I know what is on our heart and what was on Collins' heart to do is about God.
That's right.
It's bigger than us, it's bigger than Selma, okay? It's bigger than the people that have come up against it. So y'all have to keep that in your mind. God has ways of working now, so don't, there's no disrespect to Mary at all, but God can move around him too, okay? God can move around him, God can move around these people, because God has a purpose in doing some things to show some things to people that he does really exist. People see it all the time, but they fail to really see it. Does that make sense? They see it all the time, but they fail to really see it. And the only thing I want you all to do is remember that, you know, we're here to continue to stand. We're going to make another step. We're going to continue to go forward. We're going to continue to press forward. And I don't want anybody here to get discouraged. Don't go away sad or disappointed. Only thing you need to do is keep Googling or the Yahoo. I said Yahoo, didn't I? But Yahoo instructional video. And you know, keep learning, because I just believe God will make a way for us, okay? I just believe that, because this is out of the purity of people's heart. Has nothing to do with anybody getting attention, has nothing to do with anybody being divisive. It has everything to do with unity. It has everything to do with purity, and I believe that it'll find a way to make itself available on the bridge. Now, I know Justin has a question, and maybe just one other question for Mayor or whatever, because I know it's getting a little late. Some of the kids are getting restless, and some of the parents are here to pick them up too as well. And some of them actually have to be taken home. So Justin's gonna probably ask Mayor a question, and then maybe one more, okay?
Okay.
I understand you thought it was sponsored by Stanford and that they were coming down here, but if their students are still going to come down here and dance, is it wrong?
Well, it does from the standpoint of what I've been telling people. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, if their students, even though it's not school sponsored, if their Stanford students are still coming down here, that's still fulfilling the purpose.
Well, if it were not for the fact that prior to even this coming up, that they told me that I was being misled, and that there was not Stanford University program, and even though kids coming, then certainly, as I said, I ignored it all. Now, if this vice president had never called me, I never would even worried about it. I would have gone on with the intent of believing what I discussed and moving. But when it changed, when he talked to me about a lot of things, and certainly it sort of it just makes me look kind of, I don't know. I feel bad about what's going on. Honestly, do. I look forward to this. I look forward to that. But by the same token, there's a lot of opposition out there anyway. I think you know that.
Yes.
And certainly with opposition, I certainly want to do what I believe is right from the standpoint of telling the truth. And that's why I came here tonight, to tell you all the truth, as opposed to Gwen having to come and share with you what my message was. I felt I needed to come and say it myself, because I was the one that, in a sense, got you in this situation by agreeing to something. And now I'm the one that's got to clear it up as best I can, keeping in mind that I still want to be your friend and work with you. But at the same token, if it causes some ill will, then sorry, I can't do much about that. I'll still be your mayor and things like that. But by the same token, I hope that we can build from this and do something still that can make it happen. But that's where I am at this point. And I don't think you all realize the number of the resistance that's out there for whatever reason it may be. I recognize the fact that everybody in Selma don't care anything about me. There's some folks don't care about me in Selma. I reckon that there are some people in Selma who love to see me fail. I think you all know that. There are some folks who will take this right now and beat me up because I had to come and talk to you all and change something. They love this. And so I mean, and I have to take that. But if I don't do it, I'll get beat up on that side too. But the point I make is, I came because I wanted to say what I had to say and listen to you too, and say.